that feels not nearly as hard as it sounds because there's only one sticking pattern used throughout that, which is just hand-to-hand singles. So I'm playing right, left, right, left, right, left. And there's only one rhythm that's being used, which is 16th note triplets. So that means we're going to play 6 evenly spaced hits to every pulse. So we'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And as far as orchestration, I'm only using 2 different patterns. So the first pattern is right on the floor tom, left on the small tom, and then 4 hits on the snare. And I'll play this twice, and that gives us the first half of our measure of 4/4. For the second half of the measure, I'm going to play right on the snare and left on basically any cymbal that we feel like hitting. And every time we play a cymbal, we're going to double it up with the bass drum. So we'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's both patterns combined to equal our one measure of 4/4. That in and of itself is not an advanced pattern. There's 3 things that we can do to make it more advanced. The first one is the obvious one, which is just speed. The second element would be dynamics. So what I'm doing, if you look at the music, I'm put accents on the tom hit. So it's going loud, loud, and then 4 soft hits on the snare drum. And then on the second half, rather than accenting the first of every 3 right hand hits, which really emphasizes the pulse, what I'm going to do instead is accent every other note. So this makes it sound like I'm playing either 16th notes or 32nd notes. And this creates a little bit of tension, but then there's a nice release when we come back in on the 1. Then the final element we can bring in is orchestration. So we don't have to limit ourselves to floor, small, and then snare, and then just snare on the second half to a cymbal. So on the first half, we can just experiment with moving the accents around. On the second half, since I'm accenting every other right hand hit, I'm going to move the right hand between 2 different sounds. So one thing we can do is, rather than only playing right hand, right foot when we hit the crash, we can alternate and get the left foot involved. In other words, we can go right hand, left foot, right hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, right hand, right foot, and so on.